everyone to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Knights will kick it off to get us underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So Kansas State's offense will go to work first. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who is threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a
breaks into the open. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Yeah, and that's not the start you wanted if you're on this defense. Like, you lost last week, looking to bounce back. One thing you can't do, man, give up explosive plays on the ground. This defense has to hunker in, dial in a little bit. Last week was a struggle. Let's get back on track.
You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's take a wide view for a second of Kansas State. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. You don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Absolute shank. Missed it. After the miss, no change in the score. So the UCF Knights offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks. And the
Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Brown will throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Got room at the 35. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. The Knights headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. He'll sneak in, try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Oh, he's got some space. Made a defender miss. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Brown wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Richardson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Here's the handoff. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, UCF! And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Leaves it with the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quick completion on the out route. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Perry. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Guys, let's just think for a second about Kansas State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Let's take a wide view for a second of Kansas State. Big moment in recruiting last week. Four-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that...
There he goes! And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Brown will throw it. He's got him. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Knights send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We move the football down the field.
And the ball's free in the backfield. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got a man. It's Lockett. Turning it on. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Here's a heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Got it behind the line. It's Perry. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
That's That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference, defense.
So the pass interference in the end zone will give them a free 15. Remember the difference in this rule and the pros. Ball is not placed at the 1-yard line in this situation. He wants to throw it. Looking to buy time. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Running back searching for a hole. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the back. Tried to get him a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Brown wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Wade. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Got his man on the right. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They just keep firing. Caught near the sticks. It's Wade. Plows through the defense. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Knights didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quarterback feeling the pressure and down he goes at the 22.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Brown will throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Going right to work up top. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Quick release by the QB. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Kansas State quick to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Wildcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Finds his big tight end. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Off play action on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wade. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Brown wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Richardson. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll go back to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. Can't get him to the ground. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to take off. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll start this drive going to the air. Dances away to buy time. Got room to work. Did the work himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
How about that critical moment in the fourth quarter? He hasn't really had a lot of success on the ground, but you put the ball in his hands. It's a pass play. You want to throw it, but he makes a very good decision. He tucks it. He gets the first down. That's a big-time play in the fourth quarter by this quarterback.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Kennedy. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it in the middle, it's Perry. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Wildcats are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Perry. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game.
Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Farmer. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Little touch pass to the receiver. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Brown will throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Hughes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Gives it on the option. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win. But this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Knights come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll throw on third and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wade. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. Zings it complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win and can...
Touchdown Knights! They move on top here in the fourth.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Navy is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 4 over Wake Forest. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air. It's Kennedy. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Backed up now, here's second and long. He wants to change this route. He'll try it again on second and 10. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard.